Well, Ash Barty dropped just 10 points in her first-round match, a double bagel in less than 45 minutes. Compare that to when she played cricket and a match could last 3 days. Here's Barty on a different type of time off.
Yeah, it has been a long time since I've played a tournament. It was a tough decision a lot of the time to decide not to compete. Obviously, there were restrictions all around the world, but for my team and myself, it was a straightforward decision in the end that it was going to be our health that was prioritised over anything. There's been challenges all over the world, and certainly as a tennis community, there are adjustments. We have to adapt. We have to continue to try and grow our game and try and do the best that we can, regardless of what conditions we're in and kind of what cards we're dealt. Spending a lot of time at home this year was massively important because I think that's my energy source. And watching my two nieces and my nephew grow was obviously a massive highlight for me. Being able to spend time with my family was unique in a sense. It was such a long time, but I enjoyed absolutely every single second. An Australian summer is one of my favourite times of the year, so certainly very excited and very grateful that we get the opportunity again as a playing group to come and perform out here in Australia. My team and I, we've done the work. We've absolutely prepared as best that we can. Every single time I walk out into the court, I'm ready, I'm prepared and excited to try and compete to the best of my ability.
Remember, Ash Barty was a major doubles finalist, 16 years old. Took a couple years off, played pro cricket, then comes back, returns. She's #1 player in the world. How do you characterize her tennis sabbaticals?
Well, I mean, we just thought it was such a shame that she retired because she was such a talent. You could see it, the way she played doubles, the way she carried herself, but burned out, stepped away for a couple of years, and then she decided to come back. And how lucky are we? She's really the ultimate professional right now. She takes it all in stride, and that's why I think she didn't play last year, because she felt she couldn't be ready 100% without a coach, without a preparation. So now she's well rested and sharp as ever, and the pressure doesn't seem to get to her.
I mean, double bagel, John, in that first match. Do you think more players should maybe consider taking some time off during the height of their career?
Yeah, I mean, I think she is a great case study, and I think she's also a great case study for herself. We talk about these two gaps, and I think that's really relevant. The fact that she already knows, look, I can step away. In her case, she didn't play a major for almost 2 full years. She can step away and come back and still have success and feel restored. I think that probably helped inform the decision this time to take what ended up being 11 months off from tennis. I also think something relevant here, and I give Venus and Serena a lot of credit. When you know you can play this sport, so 39 years old, Serena's competing, 40 years old, we saw Venus yesterday. When you know you don't have this little compressed window anymore, a year doesn't have quite the same resonance that it used to. And I think it's a great example. You know, we hear these players sometimes, and they talk about burnout. Nick Kyrgios is an obvious example. You know what? Take a year, play pickup ball, hang out with your family. If you miss tennis, that's a good sign. If you don't, that's instructive too. I don't know why more players don't do this gap year.
I couldn't agree with you more. Maybe you don't have to take a whole year, but at least step away for 2 or 3 months. You know, people worry too much about their rankings in juniors already, and then it carries on to the pros. And now, really, 40 is the new 30, right? I mean, you got 10 more years than you thought you had. You maybe had 10 years in your prime. Now you can have like 15 to 20. So relax. If you really want to step away, do, because you know what? Your game's not going anywhere. It's just a matter of staying in shape. And if you want it, then you can definitely come back from pretty much anything.
Yeah, that's what she said. She missed playing tennis. She comes back. By the way, 11 months off. Last week, what did she do? First tournament back, beats Garbiñe Muguruza, wins the title, heading into the Australian Open. Once again, she is the top seed, world #1, because of the protected rankings from the COVID year at this year's Australian Open. Johnson, take us through what her road could be to becoming the first Australian woman since the 1970s to win the title at their home slam.
Look at this. This is the Great Ocean Road. 6 matches to go. We may be getting ahead of ourselves a bit with these projections, but she plays countrywoman today in Gavrilova. And then, you know, I mean, you look at this draw. We keep talking about that really difficult quarter on the bottom. You know what? She's the #1 top player. So, you know, as draw goes, she certainly can't complain much about this. In the semifinals, she could. I mean, again, we're projecting way ahead. Kennan's the player who beat her last year in the semifinals. Maybe there's a shot at revenge. But, you know, we're a long way from the final. But, boy, she can't complain about that draw.
No, I mean, it's an easier half, but she will still be tested. So maybe not as much pressure to play your best tennis, but still stepping stones to get further into the draw. But then you got, as you said, Pliskova, Kenin, quarter semis. I think the tournament really starts in the quarters, maybe around the 16 for the women. But quarters is when all the top players are still there, and that's when you have to play your best tennis. And she looks ready to do that.
She's playing doubles here as well with Jen Brady. They've got a big matchup coming up tomorrow. So, Ash Barty, things looking up for her. Take some time off, recalibrate, see if you still love it. And if you do, be like Barty and get back to #1 in the world.
We get to play a sport for a living. How good is that? And really take care of your body. I mean, most people have to get up at 5 in the morning to go do a workout. We get to do it as part of our life.
Look what's happening.
We're spoiled. We're so spoiled.